Okay, we're going to install GryptaLite on this sweet twin fin JS pintail 6.0, or is it 6.0 or what? 6.4. Anyway, when you roll it out, it's going to roll out upside down on your board with the shiny side up, and there'll be some stickers on the grip. And they're just like 1, 2, 3 what you're going to be doing. Put any stickers you want on the board first before putting the GryptaLite on. Number 2, during the installation, you're going to watch this video and start and stop it on your phone so you don't miss any of the steps. And the way to do that is you get this little squeegee card in your kit and scan that QR code and go to those 3 little lines on the website and click on installation and choose your board type, whether it's a short board, mid-length, or longboard, and then just start and stop the video. It'll help you get through without any questions. And then the last thing is, it's really important, we put it on here, is that soapy water spray. Yeah, wetter is better, no dry spots. This grip goes on wet, and you're going to spray your board and the adhesive. And over here is the bottle that comes with your kit. You're going to fill it with warm water, add 2 drops of dish soap, put the cap on and stir it up, and you can do the whole board with this small fine mist spray bottle. If you want to go faster, here's the type of soap that you put in, like a Dawn dish soap, just 2 drops in that little bottle. If you want to go faster, and for this video purpose, we're going to use a countertop spray bottle like this, like 28 ounce. It has a nice fine mist, so we prefer to use this. We emptied the contents out in a pot, rinsed out the bottle, and put warm water and 10 drops of dish soap in this for the full bottle. And then when we're done, we'll just put the contents back in the bottle and put it under the sink. Cool. Also, before you start, if you have a carbon board, all carbon, do not use this wax wipeout. Otherwise, if your board is epoxy, another thing you want to check is, for some reason, alcohol reacts with a clear coat, not the polish coat, but a clear coat they put on carbon and epoxy to hide the sanding marks. And so you want to just test a little area, like maybe over by the logo, and just see something black and dark. Will it turn color? What it does is it gets a little milky color. So test that first. But otherwise, this works on everything else. It's a little alcohol wax wipeout. Gets all your fingerprints off, any dirt from handling, or remaining oils from the wax after you scraped your wax. So remember that. Also, you saw this in your kit, this little foam ball. And you're going to use this to remove all the wax off your board, right? You scrape it first. Totally scrape it first. This gets all the finished wax, or all the final little pieces of wax. And also use this foam ball to remove the wax out of your board bag. On the inside of your board bag, it's loaded with wax if you had a waxed board in there. And it'll just screw up your GryptaLite and just get all over it the first hot day or as you slide it in and out. So just do that, and you can do that while your GryptaLite is drying overnight. Something to do. Here's what the foam ball looks like. It's made out of recycled surfboard foam, believe it or not. So anything in the shaping room that goes on the floor or in the trash, we recycle it. We put it in these little socks, and it really helps really fast. You'll see how fast it removes wax from a board bag and from a surfboard after you've done the major scrape. Cool. Let's get started on the install. Be right back. Okay, we rolled out the GryptaLite with the grip side up, and you'll notice that on your grip there's a little black line printed on there. It's water ink. It's going to wash off. It's just to help you with alignment if you don't have a stringer. But you want to get it evenly spaced, centered, down the center. Look at the rail all the way down. It looks the same on both sides. Come down to your tail. Do the same thing. You can use that little ink line if you like to get it on center. Same on both rails. And now we're going to tape it in position. Okay, so we got 4 strips of masking tape here, like 4 to 6 inches. Comes on a roll. And we're going to tape it down in several positions so it doesn't move on the first step, okay? So pretty important. Tape it down like this right next to the stringer in the center, but not on top of it, next to it, like this. This is not on it. And we got it right in position where we want it, half on the grip and half on your board so it doesn't move. Grab another one and go down to the tail. We're going to do something similar. On this board, it's this way. Half on the board, half on the grip so it doesn't move. Okay, and we're going to do two more. These will go kind of in the middle here. That's that. Okay, we got our spray bottle here, and we're going to get ready to install half of it at a time, and we're going to do it wet. So you want to flip over only half right at the little divider line, like that. And we're going to spray the board in a fanning motion. Okay, don't go like this and go spot like this. You want to fan it to get a nice even coat and a lot of it. Okay, you don't want any dry spots. Water is your friend. Water is not have anything to do with the adhesive setting it off so that it sticks. What it actually does is float the adhesive so you can pick it up and move it if you have to until you're ready to squeegee it on. Then it'll start to bond after you squeegee it on. Okay. Everything's wet there. And then we're going to, you can start at either end and get our hands wet first. See that? The adhesive won't stick to my hands. When I grab this release liner at the front here. And I'm going to touch the adhesive and pull off only about that much. My hands are wet. My hands don't stick to the adhesive. I only pulled off a little bit of that release liner. I got it wet. Don't ever pull it all off at once, because if it accidentally sticks on itself, then it's over. You won't get it apart. Okay, and just another like 6 to 10 inches. Just go all the way down like that. It's pretty easy, right? I'm going to finish it off here like that. Checking the light, make sure you don't have any dry spots. If you see a dry spot, go ahead and hit it. Hit it again. Maybe just go over one more time just in case. And then you're going to grab your squeegee card out of the bag. And you're going to start at the nose. Just pull over a little bit here, like this. It's not flopping over, but if the whole thing does flop over, it's okay, just leave it. But I've only pulled over this much, and I'm going to start past the center line and over to a rail edge all the way, flexing the card with a little bit of pressure. Never push a card like this, you'll gouge it. Always pull a card like, or this squeegee, right off the edge. You're pulling the water right out of the lamination here, and now it's bonding. It's really fast. I mean, if you just started waxing right now, I'm ahead of you, and I'm almost done in a couple minutes here. Look, it's going all the way over by itself. It just does that sometimes, especially on these longer line curve boards. Not a big deal because it laid down by itself nice and slow. You see how we're overlapping these squeegee strokes? You want to overlap, because if you don't overlap, you'll leave a gap of water and you just come back and do it again. But this is how you do it, so you don't have to do it so many times. Move the bottle. See, there's like a little bit of air and right in there. It's all going to come right off. And as you get to the tail, you're going to go around the corner and off the tail. You always take the squeegee and go off the edge. Never go perpendicular to an edge like this. If you do that, it'll wrinkle this edge. So you don't want to do that. You just go off the tail, off the edge, off the corner, and off the rail. And we're just going to go back one more time. And you can sort of see that the water ink line is starting to bleed a little bit, and we're going to wipe that off. Nothing to worry about. Also, as we squeegee here, you're also squeegeeing off water, and it stays on the card, and then we're putting soapy water right back onto the top. And when you're done, you're going to have a bunch of dried soapy water on your deck, which means next time it gets wet, it's going to be slippery. So first thing you do after you're done installing is, lightly wipe down with like a hose and a shower like nozzle and rinse off all that soap. If you forget to rinse off the soap, it'll be slippery when you surf. So standing in knee-deep water, scrub the deck with salt water, not sand, with salt water, and try to get all that soap off. Almost done. You'd still be waxing the nose right now. Or trying to figure out which way you want it to wax. Here we go. Out towards the nose. Done. And just remove the tape and then turn your board around. Also notice that we put a towel on the table, or you can put a towel on the floor. It keeps the board from wanting to rotate while you're squeegeeing it, so it gives it a little bit of grip that way. This is really handy. You'll be glad you did that. Yeah, so just remove the tape and turn the board around, and we'll do the other side. It'll be just like this one. Pretty simple. Be right back. Okay, you know that release liner you pulled off? It's plastic. This stuff, it's recyclable. It's the same plastic that your water bottles are made out of. So it's recyclable. Put it in your recycle bin. So we recycled the foam from a surfboard factory, and we're recycling this release liner. That's pretty cool. Okay, that goes in the recycle bin later. You've got one half on, it's not going to move, no big deal. We're going to do the last side now. You can see that line is starting to bleed. I can take it off right now, or I can wait and do it last. I'll just wait and do it last for you. Flip it over like that, easily. We're going to do the same thing with the spray bottle. In a fanning motion. The little bottle is just it's just a little slower, that's all. You're going to be going like this. Make sure that you can see that. Yep. So you're going to be going like this and just covering it up. It's got a really fine mist. It's really nice how it works if you don't have a spray bottle. So don't worry about it. I mean, it just takes longer. It's the exact same step. So for ease of videotaping, this is just faster. right? Cool. Okay, get our hands wet. Remove like, see, I pulled it off here and I'm removing like 8-10 inches. Get that nice and wet. Pretty easy. Just do a little bit at a time like that. Make sure it's nice and wet. Almost done. Get underneath that little fold there. Make sure everything's wet. Look in the reflection. If you see any dry spots, hit it again. This looks good. Ready to grab the squeegee. And start at the nose. Maybe get our hands wet one more time. That's a good idea, right? Cool. Okay. Pull over a little bit, give it a little bit of tension. Get that nose going. The nose has the most complex curves. It has rocker, it has crown, it has the outline of the rails. So there's a lot of contours for the grip to adhere to and form to. GryptaLite is stretchy. It's not stiff. And that's what allows it to handle all these different complex curves. And it's soft. Okay. All this stuff and this stuff, it's going to come off. Don't worry about it. Move the camera up just a little like that. There we go. There it goes, it flopped over. Oops, a little pin fell out. See that off the edge? Show you how to remove this ink in 1 second. Okay, we're going to move the ink that kind of spread out, that water ink. It's going to come right off. So you get a paper towel. This is water in this bottle, just plain old water. You can put it under the sink, whatever. Get your paper towel wet and wipe off this ink. See? Comes off really fast. This is like, it's like no brainer. Cool. Okay, let's just do our last lap with the squeegee card. Overlapping, flexing the card, never pushing it, always pulling it. go. And done. Okay. Done. You'd still be waxing, and you'll be waxing the next day you surf it too. You wax every time. If wax is so good, how come you have to put it on your board every time you surf? This is once and done. The ocean will love you because it's not, oozing out any oils, fragrance, or oils to keep your wax soft. And this is the future. Traction perfection. GryptaLite killer. Okay, you may get a bubble, and you'll see it if you get it in natural light. After you're done with your installation, just push the water all to one area, and then you're going to lance it with your pin that came with the kit. Okay, that little red pin. Like this, not very far, just lance it, and the water comes right out. See that? That's it. And then get your squeegee card, smooth it out, and hold down on it, press down on it for like 15-20 seconds to get the adhesive to bond. That's all you got to do. Okay, here's the final install. It's so clear and it's so thin on this board, you can barely see it right here and around the corner. Right here. It's gonna always look this clean. Brand new. Ew. Nice JS logo. GryptaLite. Sick.